All right, are you coming with untold stories today?
Yeah.
All right, hit me. What you got?
Is that how we're starting the interview?
Yeah, we just go.
Oh, well, thank you.
I learned from you. I learned you guys have the best show on television, and you guys just start talking.
Taught me how to be a superstar.
Who did?
You, because you're the first superstar I met. You remember where we met?
Did we meet at Magic's birthday party at Magic
No,
Mountain? And then I came to your house too once.
No, that was the second time. First time we met was at Roxbury. And I was standing in line and they didn't let me in. And you saw me and you got me in. And you were so nice. And I always said to myself, I'll become a big superstar like Rob Lowe, be nice to people. And then I saw you at Magic's and we were cool. And then you came to my house. And, we had the same, financial guy. So I always wanted to tell you that. Thank you, brother.
That's a great story. Shaq, I love that.
Yeah. You taught me how to be a superstar.
Nothing we're ever going to talk about is going to top that from my perspective. That's amazing.
Because I saw a lot of people when I first got to LA, but you were like the first movie star that I saw, and I was like, oh, you were like, hey, come in with me. And I was like, hey, for real? Yeah, you got me. You remember that spot, Roxbury?
Oh,
on a Tuesday night? Oh.
Remember that?
Oh, it was crazy.
Those are the days. I mean, clubs. We're over the hill now, but I wonder if the kids still get that kind of good scene that we had coming up.
They don't.
Then you caught it right at the I think the tail end of when it was really, really great. That first year, I think might even have been the year before you played for the Lakers. I think you were still coming out of school. Is that right?
Yeah, those were good times. Where are you?
I'm up in Santa Barbara right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And where are you? Where are you catching you?
I'm in New York.
Dude, so much going on in the NBA right now. Holy moly. I mean, how do you feel about all of it? All the gambling stuff? I heard you on the show talk about it. I thought you were great.
I mean, when I was coming up, this thing of ours was so pure. And I only questioned why would you do something to put your family, your name in jeopardy like that? I'm a homeboy gambler. I'll bet you $20. I've never played poker. I don't know what some of these things are. And it's very unfortunate. But I know the other leagues and the legal authorities, they're going to do whatever it takes to clean it up. And guys make a lot of money. I don't think I would jeopardize that for a stupid-ass parlay. When you're making 26 million, like, what's an extra 20, 30,000 on there? Especially when you can lose 26 million.
It is, I guess maybe this is not an explanation, but it's like they say, it's the juice of it. It's the adrenaline of it. It's the knowing you're getting away with something. It's that part of the addiction, maybe.
You don't do anything to mess up your mother's house.
Yeah.
You never put your kids' future in jeopardy, especially when there's letters of the law that says you should and can't do it. Like, I know for a fact, twice a year they put us through these forums, talk about gambling and talk about drugs. They even give you the consequences. Like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. And, it's not. I remember when they was telling us stuff like, hey, if people call you and say, are you going to play in the game? Not really allowed to answer that. It's kind of illegal. So, guys know better.
Do you think, I was thinking about Terry Rozier, and he obviously plays for the Heat. Obviously, you know all about the Heat, and we all know about Pat. Dude, our guy Pat must be beside himself.
Oh yeah, I know he's upset because that culture, that organization, they do everything top of the line. So to have this affiliate with their name, there's some unhappy people out there.
Yeah, Pat is. We're talking about Pat Riley, obviously. Are you still close with Pat? Do you see him around and catch up with him?
Yeah, I see him every now and then. I'm close with the owner, Mick Harrison, because I still do things for Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah, I mean, in your end, there's so much to talk about with you. That's why first of all, I love you. You know, I love you, brother. So it's always good to be with you. But
Likewise.
there's always so much. I mean, you've got your hand in so many pies, and I love it. But your NBA career, I gotta talk to you. I remember one time because you were the last year where I had season seats, so I was lucky. I got to come up with Magic and the Showtime group, and I had season seats for that. And then when you arrived, and then when Kobe arrived, and then I moved out of LA, and that was kind of the end of it. But I feel like thank you for the great run that you gave me. But dude, you were such a powerhouse. But what people forget is the beating that they used to inflict on you because they knew they could get away with it, and the refs would let it go every night. I would sit there. People never think about that because you're such a powerhouse. They thought you were inflicting it. The truth of it is, people would just hammer you.
Yeah, but I was also dishing it out. You know, when you're a football player first, a lot of people don't know that football is my original sport. I really didn't feel it. And, you know, I said to myself, okay, you're going to allow this to happen? Okay, then watch this. So I think it was similar. I received a lot of pain, but I was also trying to inflict a lot of pain also.
There was nothing better in the day than watching you go coast to coast. I thought watching Magic go coast to coast was great, but I was like, well, you were like, hold my beer.
Exactly. Thank you.
I remember a great story. You were playing, it was the finals against Michael. You were still in Orlando, and I came to your house to pick up some tickets. You had such a good setup down there, man. That setup, do you still live there?
No, I actually sold it. And actually, when you came, it was 25,000 square feet. I actually made it 76,000 square feet before I sold it. So it was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, here are my favorite things you had. You had a van that had so many big speakers in it that I think,
yeah.
And I think that there were only 2 seats in the front because the rest of it were speakers. Am I right about that?
The van of death. But that's what I called it. Yeah.
It was.
You remember all that?
Yeah, dude. Listen, I was blown away at your setup. The van of death.
Yeah.
My other thing that was amazing is you had all your guys were chill and so nice. Everybody hanging out, and I love that there was the housekeeper was literally in a French maid's outfit. Which was my favorite thing I'd ever seen. You know, I was young. We're both young and single, and why not go there? I thought it was great.
Thank you.
Also, you had a studio set up, and not only were you rapping the day I came to visit you, but I remember the rap.
You do.
You want to do it? Want me to do it?
Yeah, let me hear.
Okay, here it is. Hang on, I'm gonna do my Shaq. I got one here. This I look like I'm pro now because I have.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, right. It's good. Ready? Here it is.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I'm dead serious. This is not a bit. This is what Shaq was rapping. I never said my shit don't stink. I never said my shit don't stink. I never said that was 100%. By the way, a great rap.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was awesome.
So good. You asked me if I could rap, and I was like, "Fuck, no, I don't know how to do any of that stuff."
I remember.
Remember?
You got a great memory. Yeah, I remember all those days.
And then the other great thing was I got a nice tour, and you had that dock out on. Is that a lake? It was a big lake. It was on, right?
Yeah, it was a lake. Yeah. The Butler Lake of Chains is what they call it.
And I kept asking the guys about alligators, and they were like, "Yeah, there's alligators in the lake." And I was like, "Oh my God, there's one right there!" Just fucking with them. And man, they all ran. Everybody ran screaming into the house. It was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of gators there.
That or do you? So you sold the Orlando place, the Superman, the circular bed, the big gigantic.
That's still with me.
How big is it? How big is it?
It fits about 50 people. Not that I tried, but I just heard that it fits about 50 people.
There was just a rumor out there that it fit 50 people. We don't know for sure. We just think.
Yes, 50.
It's just unbelievable. You want to hear my favorite Charles Barkley story ever?
Yeah, there.
Okay, it's not going to surprise you. So I got I got sober like 35 years ago, right? And I'm newly sober. Charles is playing in Phoenix, and I call him up. I go, I'm in Phoenix. I think I've literally just gotten out of rehab. And I had to tell him that. And he goes, that's great, brother. I'm so happy. Same. I don't drink anymore either. I go, really? He goes, yeah, man. I go, great. We go out to dinner, sit down. He goes, I'll have a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah,
I think he thought because the word iced tea was in it,
right.
it wasn't alcohol. I mean,
That's
how do you love doing Inside the NBA as much as it seems like? It looks like you guys just have so much fun.
That's a great show. They allow us to utilize our humor throughout. And, they just let us be who we are. Charles, all of them are getting together championships, earning wins Emmys every year. It's just great camaraderie there. And we just do a great job of making people laugh.
Was there ever a moment early on where they tried to, quote unquote, produce you guys?
I think, first couple of years were kind of tough for me because I wanted to be professional and be on my right. Double it. Yeah, my boss TK then said, "Hey, we don't need you for that. We need you to be who you are." So after that, then we started winning Emmys back to back and back, and it turned out to be great.
That's such a great lesson, though, for people in any line of work. I think is what one brings, what their own view is the secret sauce.
Yep.
And Brian Gumbel, that's amazing. I can see that.
I was just trying to be very, very professional.
No, they just want you to be Shaq.
Exactly.
So, in all seriousness, what is Chuck going to do with the wardrobe now that he's like the skinniest? He's got abs. We've lived to see the day.
He doesn't have the abs, but he's close.
He's getting there.
Yes. Yeah, looks good.
I mean, all you guys, you look like very dignified. You got the gray beard going. I mean,
thank you. I'm old.
You're not.
I'm old now. I'm old.
If you're old, I'm old. We're like. Do you ever feel that way when you watch the league? Do you feel like you're from another planet? Because as a longtime fan, I do, and I'm not in it like you ever were.
Yeah, a little bit, but I really feel old when I try and play. Like when I go to the gym every now and then, I grab a ball and just get out there a few minutes. I'm like, who was I? Like, it's all gone.
What? I mean, you can okay, what's the thing, if you could go back and do now, what would it, you could still dunk, obviously.
Yeah, but I would like to dunk with force now. Like right now, I struggle a little bit to dunk, but I remember when I used to get my elbow in the rim. So if I still can do that to the day I pass away, I would like to have that power.
How many times did you break the backboard?
12.
That should be a stat. That is what is a stat. We just talked about it. Why don't you guys have that as a thing on the show? The Shaq Backboard Award for somebody's going to pull that thing down. I was at a game where you pulled the entire stanchion down, and the game had to stop.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But to answer your question, the guys don't really play like that anymore. They shoot threes, so it probably wouldn't be a long segment.
Do you miss the era of the big man?
I do. The game is, a lot of people call it evolving. I don't really think it's evolved. I just think it's different times, different eras. Guys don't like the physicality of it anymore, so they'd rather just shoot jumpers.
There was nothing more fun than watching you or Kareem or Olajuwon or, set up, just setting up on the block.
I agree. Just the era and the invincibility of the big man, it's all gone.
I wonder if it comes.
No, it'll never come back.
Never come back because the analytics. Because the analytics have proved that it's better to miss 2 3-pointers than make 1 bucket down low. Right? I mean, that's really what it comes up.
It's not about the analytics. Like, guys are creatures of habit. So all the young kids that are watching, all the big young kids now, they're watching these big kids, they're going to practice what they see. When I was coming up, it was Kareem and, Moses Malone and, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon. So they all played inside. So I was taught to practice and play inside.
Would you, if you'd have grown up seeing a guy your size standing on the perimeter shooting threes, you would have done that, right?
No, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done what was easy, what was more exciting to the fans.
How else do you feel like the league has changed? It's always it's a young man's league. Young men are changing. It makes perfect sense. By the way, baseball's the same.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, it feels like the only sport that hasn't changed as much is football.
yeah, I agree. Well, football's a little soft also. The only thing I
Oh,
have a problem with is the load management aspect. If you're young and you don't practice 2-3 hours a day, when the fans pay all this money to watch you perform, you should gladly want to be out there, performing.
well, is that? Do you think just a desire? Because I know that you guys loved the game. And so it's like, if there's a game, I want to be in the game as opposed to it's a night of business. And maybe I'll miss this meeting.
I think guys are more worried about their brands and worried about the monetary value of it. Sometimes they don't realize if your game is lacking, you won't be able to get more lucrative deals.
I would say you were the first in a generation that could be somewhat friendly with players on the other team. Like, I think there's a world where you'd have a party and people would come over and it was, but like, and now it's gone so far that way that you can't imagine people not hitting each other up after a game. Whereas, like, can you imagine Larry Bird and uh, Magic doing it? Like, would never happen. Michael, like, it just wasn't done.
It definitely never happened. Plus, once we got inside those lines, like friends and I was trying to tear your head off.
What's the most physical game that you can remember? Do you have a memory? Do you have specific memories? You must of your.
Because nobody played me one-on-one, so
No, never.
I was always got triple or quadruple team. Coming to New York was tough because those guys tried to beat you up. But other than that, I don't remember any of it.
Those guys were not, and that was when Pat was coaching them, right?
Yes, yeah.
Do you think they were more physical than? And I know you didn't play the bad boys in Detroit.
Well, I don't know about the bad boys era. I didn't play, but
yeah,
they were definitely physical with me.
I once went water skiing with Bill Lambier during it was like 2-3-2 was the setup at the
Right.
and so you're stuck in Detroit for 3 days.
3 games.
An eternity. So it's me, Pat O'Brien, Glenn Fry, and Jim Hill.
Oh yeah, I remember Jim.
And we go water skiing at Lambier's Lake, and he's the nicest man in the world. The nicest, shocking, nicest man in the world. We say goodbye. Next game's in LA. He's warming up. He's getting stretched on the floor. I go by. I go, "Hey, thanks. That was really, really fun." He looked at me and he said, "Fuck off."
Real? Nice.
The game face. Game face, man.
Yeah.
So how did you? First of all, I didn't know you were involved in one of my favorite food places, Five Guys.
That was a long time ago.
How did you? How did that happen? You had like 155 of them, or is that possible? Am I misreading this?
I actually, that was a long time ago. I actually sold those, and I started my own, which is now called Big Chicken.
When can do you have one in LA?
I think we have one in Pasadena, and I know there's some they're all over. I will have to shoot you the information.
Yeah, I want that. Okay, here is a list. It's probably not a full list of all of the brands that you work with, and obviously some of them you no longer do, and some of them are current. So I'm not. We got Reebok, Nestle's, Crunch, Gold Bond, Buick,
Hershey's,
The General,
yes.
Of course. Papa John's, Hulu, Epsom, Carnival Cruises, Frosted Flakes, American Express, Vitamin Water, Icy Hot. Somebody told me, and this is the most brilliant thing. I think it was our guy. Anyway, I'll think of the name. But anyway, somebody said the brand of Shaq, the reason people love Shaq is people's brands, if you can dilute them down to one word, is very important. And Shaq is fun. And I thought that makes perfect sense. Like, everybody's happy to see you. Everybody's happy to hang out with you.
And I got it from you, brother.
I love that. That's right. I is really, really so amazing.
Seriously. Yeah, I got it from you.
But well, thank you. And it's true. I've seen you out in the world and you don't, I love the way you wear your legend. You know, if you're going to wear Superman's cape, you got to wear it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you do. You always have.
I agree.
Where do you call home now?
Atlanta, Miami, Vegas, Dallas.
Jesus.
Wherever I'm at.
That's a lot. You're traveling a lot.
I get around.
You never played golf, though, did you?
No, golf is no.
How did you miss that? You'd be such a great addition in like the golf circuit.
Yeah, who has time to walk around 19 holes? I know.
Charles does.
Well, Charles doesn't have a job, so Charles can do stuff like that.
How much a day do you devote to quote unquote business versus
most of the day?
What's your give me your day, like a typical daily Shaq schedule?
So today I woke up.
You woke up at what time?
At 8 today, and I've been going over since.
Are you as scheduled as basically it's one meeting after another till the end of the day? Would you say?
Most of the time, but on a typical day, I try not to start working till after 12.
Do you like to work late?
Not really. I like to whatever I'm tasked to do. I like to get it done so I could rest after that.
What's your if you could have any day off and do your dream thing? Is it
one day? I can't accomplish it in one day.
What would it? Okay, give me your week. Give me you got 2 weeks off. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to Monaco to hang out with Prince Albert.
Really?
Yeah.
Prince Albert?
Yes.
He's a very nice guy. I've known him for years.
Yes, he is.
I didn't know you knew him. But I never would have thought. That's so interesting.
Yep, that's what we do.
Well, he does have it wired there, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he does.
So do you go to the casino? By the way, I've always got my shirt handed to me in Monaco. I think Monaco's super tight, as the gamblers would say. Yeah, I find it.
I mean, I wouldn't go there for that. I'd probably just get me a little boat, just sit there and just watch.
Magic has a big boat trip he goes on.
He does.
Every year. He's figured it out. That's his thing too, right? Yeah. But like when you travel the world, there's no way you can hide. There's just no way. Like you can't go anywhere without people all over you. Do you find that there are certain countries or certain places where you feel more comfortable or less comfortable? Or like, what's it like walking I know it's like to be in LA with you. I know it's like to be in the line at the Roxbury. What's it like to be Shaq out in the world?
It's pretty much the same all over the world. It's just nice to be recognized for doing something that you love, something that you worked hard at.
What country loves basketball even more than the United States? Would it be Eastern European countries? Would you say?
Like Dubrovnik,
right?
Croatia, places like that.
Right. Right. You played with Vlade, right? Or did they trade him for you?
Yes.
They traded
for me. Yeah.
One of the great. That's no offense to Vlade, but that's an upgrade.
Yes.
He used to smoke. You know who smoked? Larry Bird smoked.
I didn't know that.
Larry smoked.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Can you imagine those days? Who do you think? Okay, so you overlap with Michael for what, 3 seasons?
I came in 92.
So yeah, and you brought the Orlando to their first final in your first year, unless I'm mistaken.
94, 95.
There aren't that many rookies that have done that. Magic did it, but he had Kareem.
Yes.
Who I can't even, and no offense, I can't remember the supporting cast in Orlando. You had
Yeah,
a good point guard.
Nick Anderson, Penny Hardaway,
Penny.
Scott.
It was
Yeah,
Penny. He was a baller.
Well, no, yeah, he was good. He was good.
What's your opinion on the Lakers this year?
They got two great players, and they got some role players. They definitely have a lot of work to do. It's going to be vital with the role players to be consistent at what they do, especially Nakamura and Reeves. They really need to have outstanding years.
I want to talk to you about your sleep apnea. I was like really surprised to hear about that. I have friends who have it. It's brutal. But before I do that, being in the public eye, people see what they want to see. They project their own stuff onto you. I was watching the Laker opener and I was watching LeBron on the bench and seemingly to me very disengaged. But then I also remember, no, Rob, you've been in the public eye. You don't know what's going on behind, he could have the flu. You just don't know. And it's very hard to judge. But that said, did you have any, did it get on your radar? Because I had never seen somebody that disengaged on an opening game.
I saw it. You just have to be who you are. And sometimes he's jovial on the bench, and sometimes he's serious on the bench. Like you say, you don't know what's going on. And of course, you can take a few clips and say, "Oh, he's not excited about the game," but maybe he was upset because he was not there with his teammates.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's a great guy. He's done a lot for the game. He's a family guy. He's a positive guy. So I don't really bash him too much because he's done everything the correct way.
He's been such a stud for so long that I think people take, if it's possible. Now he's on the Mount Rushmore, but I still think people take what he's done for granted.
Yes, they do.
I mean, the durability of it. It's. What do you attribute it to? And then I'm going to talk to you about your sleep apnea. But how does he keep? He's a beast. How is he not broken down? How is he not broken down?
Well, the game is less physical, so I think he doesn't really get fouled a lot. So it's just running and jumping. He just eats right. He stays in shape, and he's done an unbelievable job with that.
Speaking of health, have you always had sleep apnea, or did you recently realize that it was an issue?
I was diagnosed in 2011, but now I'm a spokesperson for Lilly, and we talk about OSA. Stands for obstructive sleep apnea, and I have something that's called moderate obstructive sleep apnea. And for those who don't know what it is, a lot of times when you fall asleep, your throat muscles they relax, and sometimes the airways can become partially or fully blocked. So I'm just on a crusade to urge people to go and get checked. I would wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air and choking, and I wake up consistently tired. So I'm urging people to go and get checked. It's estimated that people that are living with overweight issues and obesity, over 24 million people suffer from OSA. So I just want people to just go out and get checked. People like us that work a lot and look healthy and sometimes feel good. Sometimes we get in the superhuman mode of, hey, I don't need to see a doctor, I don't need it, but I'm urging everybody to go get checked out.
Because it's not the same as, oh yeah, no, I snore a lot. Because I could see people just going, yeah, it's just snoring, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Again, we're not going to talk about treatment. I just want people to go out, consult with your doctor. I finally, consult with my doctor, and I'm working on a program, that's right for me.
That's great. That's a good. Well, you always are such a great communicator for people. I think. Did people always relate to you as a kid? Like were people drawn to you even as a young man?
I had to. Told you I get it from you, brother. Like I was a shy kid, and you were the biggest superstar I met. Met a lot of them, but I remember when I first came out to LA, I was 18 years old, and I wasn't the Shaq yet, but I don't know if you knew who I was. You just looked at me, it's like, hey, come in with me, and You were nice, and I didn't sit at your table tonight, but I just watched you. I watched how you interacted with people. I said to myself, this is how a superstar is supposed to act. And every time I saw you, you were nice. I would see you at the game, you'd give me a hug, and I was like, wow, a superstar knows who I am. So I always said to myself, if I ever become a big superstar, you were definitely the influencing force of, how I, conduct myself.
You made my. I love hearing that. It's and you just continuing on, brother. I love you. I'm so glad you're back on the air. Feels like the show hasn't missed a beat on ESPN either. If
Yeah,
like, you feel the
everybody,
same?
everybody's there. We still shoot the same place with the four horsemen still there. Still got our production crew and our camera, the makeup people. So it feels good.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. It's like, you're coming into the Halloween and Thanksgiving. They're on their way. The four horsemen are on the TV, and all is good in the world.
Yep.
All right, my friend. Thanks for coming on, and we'll see each other courtside one of these days soon.
All right, I'll see you, brother.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you.